What happens when politics turns into a battlefield? When a major political figure calls out an MP for inciting protests? Well, that's exactly what's unfolding right now between Nigel Farage and Zarah Sultana. A social media post, a massive political rally, and accusations of extremism. So, what exactly did Zarah Sultana say that got Nigel Farage so fired up? Let's break it all down.
Nigel, I just wondered if you'd, on a separate note, if you'd given any thought to the Coventry South MP Zarah Sultana and the campaign she seems to be launching against you personally and the Reform Party. She's been publicising an event in Birmingham, it seems, with a picture of yourself cartoonised, with a big, no entry sign, not allowed sign, and also a letter comparing Reform to the BNP and the National Front. What do you reckon to that?
I think it's disgraceful, and frankly, I think it's almost insightful. It's very, what she said about me and about our people is very close to incitement. And clearly what she's trying to do is she's trying to get, a crowd of protesters, many of whom may not behave themselves, to turn up on the 28th of March, when we're going to be holding the biggest political rally seen in the United Kingdom for many decades. If you believe in free speech, even if you disagree with what Farage says and what Reform stands for, an attempt to stop the event from going ahead, I think is an absolute democratic disgrace. This is not the way that any elected member of Parliament should behave, and I would like to see Keir Starmer getting tough with backbenchers who behave in this appalling way. Everyone knows that Reform is non-sectarian, non-racist. We're open absolutely to everybody. It's just that we're patriotic. We believe in controlling our borders and putting the interests of the British people first. That's what we stand for. You can come and argue against me. You can tell me that I'm wrong. You can tell me we should have open borders. Fine, that's democratic debate. But to try and get people to come along and close down our conference is disgraceful.
But Sultana didn't back down. In fact, she doubled down. After facing backlash, she made an even stronger statement, directly comparing Reform UK to far-right groups like the National Front and the BNP. She argued that Reform's rhetoric on migrants and Muslims is dangerously similar to these extremist movements, and that's where this debate gets heated. On one side, you have Farage and his supporters, who argue that Reform UK stands for national pride, border control, and putting Britain first. They see this as a blatant attack on free speech. On the other side, Zarah Sultana and her supporters see Reform as a threat, a party that, in their view, represents division rather than unity. For her, protesting the event isn't about silencing speech, it's about standing up against what she believes is dangerous rhetoric. So, the real question is, where do you draw the line? Does calling for protest cross the line into incitement? Or is it a legitimate form of political opposition?